up, guys? Oz, what episode is this? 16? Alright, guys, so episode 16 of Day in the Life. Today I bring you to Half Price Books. I wanted to kind of point out 4 different books that have made a monumental impact into myself as a professional, as a person with an open mind, and keeping myself kind of on my toes in terms of critical thinking. First book I want to introduce you guys to is The Power of Now. So if you haven't read this book, or you don't know much about what Eckhart Tolle writes about, in a fundamental kind of the big picture is basically the idea of ego and its restriction that it has on us as enlightened human beings. So reading this book has taught me to kind of suppress the ego, pay attention to kind of what messages, higher consciousness is delivering in my day-to-day action. This book alone has allowed me to be mindful into kind of building my day, setting my goals, giving myself an outlook in terms of how I'm building my life, my career, and then coming back to, my spiritual self. This book is awesome if you're looking to really kind of find out why you battle anxiety or why you battle depression, and kind of navigating that in a more natural way. Second book I want to bring you guys, they actually don't have it, we actually just tried looking for it, is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. So if you've read any of Napoleon Hill's writings, 50 Golden Rules, if you've read Think and Grow Rich, then you understand where I'm going with this. The book has a much deeper meaning. It's not necessarily about thinking and growing rich, more so with the idea of what you want to manifest in life. So it touches on the law of attraction, it touches on the principles of transmutation of energy, so sexual energy, how to transmute that into energy that ultimately is going to serve you to have a purposeful life. There are a lot of other details that are in that book. Fortunately, I don't have it in front of me, so I can't really point them out. It's definitely a book that if you're going into your professional realm, or you're just graduating college, or you're going through a career change, this book is definitely going to give you some insight into how you want to position yourself in life and what you want to manifest for yourself. And then, of course, affirming what your worth is. But we'll put a picture in the little block here, somewhere over here maybe. Third book I want to take you guys to is Ray Dalio's Principles. Let's see if they actually have it. All right. Business. It's definitely a book that gives us insight into the life of Ray Dalio. I wouldn't call it like a biography or anything like that, but definitely teaches a lot in terms of the principles that he's instilled and he's kind of grown with in building his career, building his hedge fund. So if you know Ray Dalio runs Bridgewater Associates in New York City, hedge fund, big hedge fund. It's been around, I can't even tell you, maybe 40, 50 years. Ray Dalio's story is pretty much, he was in the runs, making great, and ran into a situation in terms of his, I think in his strategy and what he was, how he was investing and running the hedge fund. I think he overexerted himself, over-leveraged himself. They went to zero, had to let go of all of his employees, and at the end of it, kind of built from the ground back up, right? This book gives you definitely big insight into, how he did that, and ultimately how it's created Bridgewater today. I think they only have about 1,500 employees, which is big, but for a hedge fund, there's definitely a scrutinizing process that he talks about in this book in terms of how he hires his employees, how he trains his employees. Radical transparency, meaning that everybody at the firm understands anything and everything that's happening and going on. If something is overcomplicated or can't be articulated, then there is a principle behind. You just have to read it, but there's a principle behind what they do to kind of combat that, right? Because they want everyone to be on the same page, whether you're a C-level employee or whether you're at the bottom just starting. It's a solid book that's going to give you a lot of insight if you're into the world of finance, if you're into the world of Wall Street. Ray Dalio's book is a killer. Hopefully they have it. All right, so unfortunately they don't have it at this location, so I can't show you a cover of it. Again, we'll probably put it up here whenever we publish this video. Other book I had for you guys was David Deda's The Way of the Superior Man. Let's actually go back to the self-help. I actually doubt they're gonna have this one. This one is definitely a very exclusive book. So unfortunately, guys, they, again, like I said, it's an exclusive book, very hard to find. they don't have David Deda's Way of the Superior Man. If you don't know anything about David Deda, I think he's a PhD in either psychology or sociology. This man just studies people and studies their interactions, studies the feminine, studies the masculine, called The Way of the Superior Man simply because it's looking at the human being, right? The factor of being a human, having masculine, feminine energy, and then learning to dance with those energies. So the book digs deep into, again, transmutation of energy, the acknowledging and being aware of what type of energies you're feeling, whether it's sexual tension, whether it's mindset, but it's definitely a book that connects you to, again, the higher power or infinite intelligence, as we call it, or God, as some people say. But it's definitely a great book if you're looking to kind of gain your ground, if you feel kind of ungrounded in your world, or you're going through some type of shift in your world. I highly recommend this book. I've read over and over. I probably read it twice every year. The principles of that book really they establish myself back into who I am as a person. And it kind of makes me acknowledge that me as a human being, it's normal to have different types of feelings and different types of ideas. And it just kind of, you're playing with that while you read that book. All right, guys, thanks for following us. Again, those are the 4 books that I'm recommending for you guys that have made a monumental impact in my career, me as a person, as an adult, and kind of going through the journey of life, right? These books have really grounded me, helped me understand who I am as a person, and more so who I am as a professional. Don't forget to hit like on the video, guys. Hit subscribe. If you're not already following, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, and we'll put a link at the bottom. If you have questions, shoot us an email. There's going to be an email box at the bottom of this caption here. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. That's it.